Recording. Hi, I'm Coral Dunbar. I'm a fitness and wellness coach for women, and I'm interviewing Lauren about her experience in my 6-week sugar detox program. Lauren, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm Coral's friend, and I did her 6-week sugar detox with her and a bunch of other gals. I teach preschool, and I'm pushing 30. I'll be 29 this year. So I was feeling like I kind of needed a little different lifestyle, change or whatever, I guess, help, getting in the right direction. And so my body had been kind of telling me that I needed to do this. And so when your detox came up, I was like, oh, this is like the perfect time for me. So yeah, that's who I am. And I needed all of that extra energy for all of the kids I take care of every day. So it totally was the perfect time for me. So.
Yeah, I remember the first phone conversation we had before you had signed up for the program. We were just checking in, and you were like, yeah, I'm just tired all the time, and I don't have very much energy, and I can't make it to the gym, and, I'm just exhausted.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, how has that gone for you?
So that's gone amazing. So I lost initially 10 pounds on the sugar detox just in that 6-week period. And the funny thing is that I wasn't even really working out as much as I normally do. So I probably would have lost way more weight. But the eating healthy has totally changed my life. I mean, I still cheat here and there because I'm not really one to obviously totally be like cut out everything, cold sugar. That's just not healthy for your body. But I mean, it's just totally transformed the way me and Billy eat. I don't, I'm not like a label watcher, but I do read the label now, and I just totally notice like everything else that's in the food besides, the healthy stuff, which has totally helped me. And I've mainly cut out just eating processed foods, anything that doesn't fuel my body. I've kind of just Billy used to always tell me too, you just have to start looking for your body to feed itself for fuel rather than pleasure. And so it was kind of hard to change my mindset. But the program was awesome because of how much you assisted with, adding the meal plans and having the coaching calls. And I really loved having all of the women there, and my friend Kathy that, was my little partner that you assign your little buddies or whatever. It just makes you a lot more accountable. And it's just a lot easier when you have somebody there to help you, muck you along when you're getting a little down and stuff like that. So I really loved the program, and I loved seeing my body change. I was able to get up in the morning earlier. Like I had so much more energy throughout the day, especially like when teaching. I don't know, I have to get up and down constantly because I sit at circle time and stuff with them. So like just having that extra energy and just a little bit less weight on my body was like totally nicer to have, day to day and stuff like that. Also just your gut health totally affects your mood. I don't know. I was kind of like down and depressed and just kind of like in a weird funk, and I was just eating a lot of junk pretty much every night. And I'm not even that kind of a person. I like enjoy cooking, and it's just fun seeing yourself cook and actually using like real vegetables and, not frozen stuff and all that good stuff. So like, I don't know, your body just totally notices the changes, and sugar really does bog you down and kind of hinder your whole spirit. I know it sounds crazy, but it totally does. And you totally see that.
I remember you talking about you had some inflammation issues beforehand too.
In my shoulder, and absolutely noticed my inflammation was going down when I started eating healthier. I completely, even now, it sounds crazy, but even now if I eat like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I eat McDonald's. Don't tell anyone. But you notice like in the morning, my body just rejects all of that food now, even when I do decide to cheat. So it doesn't happen as much because, my inflammation will start up again. I start getting really stiff. My body just completely acts weird. Yeah. And I have a lot of, shoulder pain and stuff. So eating healthy has completely transformed that for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being a really like cool result that you were like, oh my gosh, my neck shoulder pain has been going away. So
yes, absolutely. And a lot of the little yoga videos and stuff that you would post too, I loved those because those also just helped me stretch my body and stuff like that. So your program was super awesome for me. And I was a little worried about the internet aspect, because I'm super bad about getting on like the internet and stuff like that. But it ended up working out for me because I really liked that you posted the calls later and stuff like that. And you just never were pushy or anything, you know, making anyone feel bad if they weren't able to attend and stuff. You're just an awesome coach, and you just got a lot of passion for this subject. So I know you're super knowledgeable on it and whatnot. So it just really was fun doing it with you.
Yeah, cool. Did you ever feel deprived or like, you know?
No, I never. Truthfully never did, because you always encouraged and didn't make us feel bad about just wanting to try, you know, have a little bit of a sweets here and there. But the more you get going with it, the more you kind of don't want the sweets. I know a lot of the girls and I would talk about that. Like sweets, like after a while, I would like my chocolate every once in a while, but after a couple weeks, chocolate was so sweet. Soda was gross. Soda is still kind of gross for me. Like I've started drinking it a little bit more because I enjoy having it when I go out to dinner, and Billy and I go out about once a week for like a little date night and stuff, and I eat it, you know, with dinner, and it's still really sweet to me. Not as sweet as it was when I first started having it again, and I was just like, oh, you know. So yeah, you totally notice difference. Sugar is definitely, you know, a vice for most people. I don't think a lot of people realize how addictive it is. Definitely addictive.
Yeah, it definitely is. And a lot of people are just scared at the idea of even cutting it out, which we didn't even cut it out completely. And I remember you were like, I'm just going to, you chose to do cheats the whole time, which is totally.
I did. And I totally did. And I enjoyed it. And I have a newfound love for non-sugary food. So, you know what I mean? I really did. Like, I remember eating hummus and bell peppers and being like, this is delicious. I think I remember I messaged you and I was like, oh.
You posted it. I remember that.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed that. So I was just like, it's just funny because you totally make a whole new life and way of, you know, it's hard to build new routines. And I think the hardest part for me was just meal prepping. But I mean, you know, you just got to really set times. Your list thing was awesome, you know, setting little to-dos and stuff like that, because little goals like that you know, accomplish make you feel good. And also it's just a really good way to keep me on track because I kind of have a little bit of ADD.
Yeah.
So if I write stuff down, you know what I mean? So that was really, really awesome and helpful for me, at least.
Yeah.
So.
It looks like you were rocking those veggie scrambles for breakfast a lot too.
Oh, I'm still rocking the veggie scramble, girl. Oh yeah. And that's actually Bree's recipe. But yeah, I love it. And I loved the program, and I'm so glad that I got to do it with you. And I tell a lot of people about it. I live in Red Bluff, so they're like, who's Coral Dunbar? And I'm like, she's amazing. So,
that's why it's all virtual, you know?
Yes, exactly. I'm like, you could check her page out. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and the program worked great for me, and it wasn't a program that I stopped doing, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I'm done with this now, I'm just going to go back to my, you know, McDonald's life. I really actually put it to work, you know, into my daily life, and I have changed my way of eating and stuff due to it. So
that's awesome to hear. I hadn't even really checked in with you about that, so that's cool to hear.
It was awesome, and I love you, and it was a great program. So anybody else watching this should totally do it.
Cool. All right, Lauren. Well, thanks for interviewing and letting us know how it went for you.
All right, Coral. Thank you.